Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marcus's Magic Review. Today on the show, we are looking at a no setup, instantly resettable display of telekinetic power or balance. This is Anti-Gravity by James Paul. So what are you going to get in Anti-Gravity? You are going to get the gimmick and a business card with a link to the instructions on them. How much is Anti-Gravity? Anti-Gravity is $24.99 on Penguin Magic. Okay, some quick pros here with Anti-Gravity. Anti-Gravity is self-contained. The entire effect relies upon one singular thing, essentially. There's your performance aspect of it, which really sells the entire effect, but this is a self-contained gimmick. It's easily resettable. You can do it over and over again. Pro number 2, it is easy to do. It's super easy to do. In fact, within minutes of opening the package and watching the video, which is very short, I was performing this effect right away. What you really have to work on is not anything to do with the gimmick so much, and it's everything to do with your performance and how you're going to sell this effect to your audience. Pro number 3, this is an easy effect that looks great as a balance or PK effect. Maybe as part of a routine where you're going to levitate something, and so you're starting small, you're working up your power. Check out this effect, or check out this with this glass I'm going to show you. Bam. Or maybe it's part of your balancing act where you're going to be balancing a few different things. Well, let's start off with this glass. Check this out. And if I just lean it here and I remove that, it balances. Really, the possibilities are endless with this. It all has to do with your presentation. Pro number 4, good quality gimmick. So it is a gimmick that you will not be handing out. This isn't examinable. You are going to practice with this one particular gimmick, and you're going to carry it around with you anywhere you want to perform this effect. But it is good quality. However, it is not invincible and can break. Okay, let's talk about some of the cons with this. It's not really pocket friendly. Okay, you're not going to be carrying this around as a street magician or going table to table, walk around. Maybe if you were in a restaurant, you could get away with it by bringing some water with you from table to table and then having the effect the entire time. So you might be able to get away with it in some circumstances. Once again, this is all going to be environment management. But this is definitely not for the street magician. You're going to want to tote this around in a safe container so that it doesn't get broken while you're transporting it and whatnot. So not walk around friendly. Con number 2, I mentioned this can break if it is not handled properly. It can break in the middle of a performance if something goes wrong. You can make up for it with your performance, but you might lose your gimmick and have to purchase it again. Thankfully, the price point on this item happens to be fairly good. Next con is this item can't be examined. This is not something that you're going to be borrowing from a spectator. Like I said, you're providing this, you're bringing it to the situation and into the effect yourself. And so you're going to be taking it home with you. That means that you can't hand this out for examination. If somebody were to get their hands on this and take a look at it, it would be pretty clear almost immediately once they got their hands on it. However, if they're not able to get their hands on it, it's very difficult to figure out. The last con on my list is that there's virtually no instructions to this. Mind you, the trick is very narrow avenued, and it is all about your performance, but the instructions is very, very minimalist. And I never like that. I like a little bit of kind of walk through, talk about the history of the effect. I like a little bit of substance to the instructions. It shows that you care and that you have your own ideas. In this case, there was nothing but a basic instruction on how to get it to work, and then you're on your own. Okay, we're here at the star segment, and ladies and gentlemen, I really do like this effect. It's simple, it's classic, it's been out for a long time. There's not a lot to it. but it's self-contained. It gets good reactions. Believe it or not, there is this moment of shock. People are thinking there's no way that can happen. It's an impossibility. It's something that you just don't see all the time, and your mind tricks you into thinking that that's just not possible, especially in some of the situations that you come up with. Myself, I like to do a little PK where I'm holding the glass, and then at the last second, I reach in and I grab it as if it was going to fall. So it all depends on your presentation. Really come up with a good show. If you're a good showman, you're really going to like this. If you have a little bit of problems with that, you might struggle, but this is a good place to start. Such a basic effect where everything depends on what you put into it. It's going to do the same thing every single time, but your performance is going to make that effect. It might help you as a new magician. So all that being said, while there are some drawbacks, I believe there are far more positives to this project for such a simple item. I'm going to give this 4.3 out of 5 stars. That's good enough for gold for Anti-Gravity by James Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today on the show. As always, smash the like, hit that subscribe button, work your magic for me. Thank you for joining me. Take care. We'll see you next time.